We are not here to tell people what to think or believe. We're here to spread statistical information and socially positive value identifications in hope of bringing people into an awareness of the incredibly positive possibilities the future could hold. Once these understandings are fully realized, I think most people will never be able to look at the world in the same way again, and the problems we find as commonplace today will become simply unacceptable, motivating change.
I am here with Peter Joseph from the Zeitgeist Movement. It is March 13th, and this is Z-Day.
The concept was put forward that society is evolving out of instinct, which is a strange way to put it. Society evolves. Society is a natural, we're in a natural state, so to speak. But the problem is that we have attributes that we've created that have successfully stopped progress, to stop the social evolution, if you will, where we've malaligned our values to such an extent where we've begun to accept things that we don't need to accept, such as rampant poverty, rampant violence, wars for domination and resources, things that in America, for example, most people don't necessarily approve of their government in America, but they still accept it. You don't see them really doing anything about it. They just say, oh, that's the way it is. So society has become paralyzed.
If your society's foundation inherently supports self-interest, elitism, greed, and dishonesty, then no one should ever be surprised when certain members of society continuously fall into the extremity of murder, financial corruption, or indifferent selfish gain. In other words, society is not only a product of the sum of its members' values, paradoxically, it's also a generator of them for each new generation. Government perpetuates nationalistic and patriotic values. If they didn't, people might not support state agendas or their wars. It should be no wonder that the Catholic Church perpetuates the idea that humans are born into sin. Otherwise, people might not show up to be saved. And it should be no wonder every major city on this planet is cloaked with corporate advertising working to force materialism and inadequacy. Why? Because otherwise, some people might just be happy with what they have and not contribute to the profit and perpetuation of a corporation or an economy.
Probably more like 99% of human societies have been non-hierarchical and have been extremely non-materialistic. They still exist, by the way. They don't hoard things. Their instinct as would be described there is non-existent. It's the complete opposite.
Okay.
And that's the majority of human life. The society we live in is basically a contrivance. It's real, but it's still a contrivance that's been constructed. And we've been doing it for a while, and it's time we start to move out of it.